the ultimate business model that not even your mom or grandma was talking about. No, seriously. All right, as you guys can see, we're here in the hotel lobby. We're doing it raw dog, best in stock. Where are we? We're at the JW Marriott. Do not come on my video. But in this video, a lot of you guys are completely new to what I have to offer, what I do. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm gonna make that my thumbnail. But if you guys are not new to what I do, a lot of you guys, stop. A lot of you guys are not new to what I do, welcome. If you are currently a subscriber of my channel, you probably have an understanding of like what exactly this business model that I'm about to explain. But in reality, this is truthfully one of the only business models that I know that I'm the only one currently doing it, and no one else does it because no one else understands it and no one else sees the opportunity and what it has to present. So basically what I am known as a content amplifier, a content creator, I guess you could say, but I've made the name content amplifier because, oh my goodness. Because yeah, that's just the name I came up with because I actually do amplify content. My goal is to help brands grow organically through TikTok. And what people don't realize is brands value this more than anything. And why is that? You have to understand that a lot of brand owners come from the background of running ads. You know, Meta ads, Facebook ads, same thing. Meta, Facebook, same thing. And you know, a lot of them are usually around their 30s or 40s. Some of them's probably never even opened up TikTok a day in their life. So they're completely confuzzled when it comes to, okay, TikTok. While also, there's a point in time where I will talk to people that are just strictly against TikTok because the whole, oh, what if TikTok gets banned? I mean, I've been hearing that for the past 5 years I've been in this game, and it's yet to get banned. So those so-called believers of TikTok's gonna be banned, they're missing out on money forever. But in terms of the people that do want to get on TikTok but don't know how to because they come from a background of running paid ads, they don't really budge to even give it a shot, and that just leads to them taking, you know, the content that they've made for their ad and then just placing it on TikTok hoping for something to stick. So that's why most of the time when I do reach out to these brands, I'm like, hey, I checked your guys' TikTok out, there's not much going on. They're like, yeah, usually we just throw everything on there and see what sticks. And this is why this is great positioning when you see that. It's on an automatic closed deal when you can position yourself and say, okay, look, I've seen a product very, very similar to yours. Here's what I can do in terms of making content. So how do you even find these brands? How do you reach out to these brands? How do you know what to charge these brands? How do you even get started, right? So like I said, I've been in the game for almost 5 years now. I've made a shit ton of money. I still make a shit ton of money doing this. And if I was to start over again, here's the exact steps that I would take. And a lot of you guys that are new to watching this video, this is gonna be completely new to you. And then other people that already know this, why haven't you started, right? But if I was to start over again, first off, your number one focus should be quality. Focusing on the quality of your content, understanding how this game works, understanding how to even make a video tailored towards a product, right? Can you turn that down? It's like loud. Have to understand like and what goes into a video when promoting a product. So I tell people this all the time, right? It's one thing just to make one video that you're making of yourself, just like something like this. It's a whole nother ball game when you're making a video tailored toward a product and also having a consumer consume it, and then now also turning that consumer to a potential customer. So being able to focus on that in the beginning will save you a lot of time and effort, and also chasing those retainers, which that is a trap that I fell into in the beginning of this game, where chasing that next 1K, 2K retainer, it kind of got boring. Like I didn't want to do it anymore because it was like, it wasn't necessarily about me retaining the clients, it was me, okay, where can I get the next deal? And that's kind of where I tell you guys, or even my students, focus on quality in the beginning, focus on getting these results, because you'd rather have a client that's paying you 2 or 3K for the next 6 months of your life rather than trying to have and chase a client each month for $1,000. It's not worth your time. So as a beginner, you're focusing on solely taking on a commission-based deal, meaning you'll reach out to a brand and say, hey, I'd love to work for you guys for free. I think your TikTok sucks. Here's what I can do. And focus on just blowing them up. Find a product that you believe in, find a product that you can genuinely see yourself making content for. And why that is because it will allow you to just be creative right off the bat where you don't have to really think about it. And me being in the game for so long, like I have a second eye in terms of, to see, okay, this product can work and here's why. And that's gonna come with time for a beginner as well. But over time, as you get really, really more into this game and gradually get better as a creator, you will start to realize, okay, I can make content for this on the fly. So from there, like I said, focusing on, getting the brand results. Now, let's say you blow this brand up for the first time. They're gonna be shocked, you're probably gonna be shocked, but there's a lot of things that's gonna come with that moving forward. Now that you have that one case study that you have, you're now able to leverage any brand that you wanna pitch from their $1,000 retainers back and forth. And why is that? Because you've proven, and that's all you need is that one case study to prove how you can become an asset and a value to a brand that needs TikTok. And there are millions of brands out there that need TikTok. So now that you've proven that, moving forward, any brand that you take on, you're able to charge that upfront cost on top of retainers. on top of commission I meant, and then you kind of rinse and repeat that. But I'll also say this, like if you blew the brand up in the first place, stick with that brand. Get them on a retainer, get them on a 3-4 month term, whereas then they can pay you for the next 3-4 months. Because the last thing you want, like I mentioned, is to tie back, is to chase a retainer month after month after month after month, because you don't want to do that. So keep that brand on, and then from there probably take on 1 or 2. Don't get too greedy in the beginning. Try to focus on, like I said, quality. And once you get to the point where you feel comfortable with taking on 3 or 4 brands at a couple grand a month, then do so. But I mean, there's no cap to what you can make in this game, because first of all, you can get the really big retainers, and also you can get the really big commissions, and they all tie together. This isn't like TikTok Shop, because with TikTok Shop, you're subject to use your following that you grew or account that you bought, and then you're just running a ton of one-off products for different affiliates. Whereas then brands value this a lot more, because first off, brands want brand awareness. They want a community of people that generally like their product, and then also the data that they get from people that come on their stores, you know, their emails, their numbers, so on and so forth. And that's something that's very, very valuable to brand owner. But doing TikTok Shop, that's not something that they're able to, you know, that data they're not able to have. TikTok has all that data. But yeah, like I said, there's no one really teaching it and doing it, because everyone just doesn't realize how much of a skill set that this really is, and why brands need it more than anything. And with Q4 being here, I genuinely believe any beginner can come into the space in the next 60, 90 days and make 10K. Because why? No one pitches this to brands. No one's pitching, hey, we can help your TikTok explode or grow or go viral, whatever it may be. Everyone's saying like, hey, we want to, I don't know, get free product. But no one, like if you're someone that's watching this and you get a ton of people that reach out to you in terms of companies, like, hey, we're looking for brand ambassadors. No one ever knows this, but you can reposition that and say, hey, I don't want to be your brand ambassador, but I've checked out your guys' TikTok. Here's what I can do instead. No one does that. And you'll be surprised how many brands will literally turn around and say, oh, you're right, our TikTok does suck. What are your rates? In terms of finding these brands, I tell people how to find them all the time, right? You got email, you got LinkedIn, you got Twitter, you got Instagram. Instagram DM is absolutely goated. Don't get fooled because you see a brand with 5 followers. Reach out to that brand with 5 followers, because little do you know, they probably have hundreds of thousands of dollars in budget, but no one's ever dared to reach out to them about TikTok. Amazon, I go on the first and second listing pages of Amazon. I go to STN on TV products. I go on Shark Tank product website. Like a lot of these brands that are out there that want TikTok, and of course, before getting on these calls and reach out to these brands, do your research, do your due diligence in finding these brands. Just because you don't want to get on a call with a brand and next thing you know, they have 1 million followers. Like, you don't want that. So moving forward, like I said, that's everything you need to know in order to run up 10K by December.